his opponent, weighing in at 76.7 kilos, fighting out of the Black Belt Academy. Give it up for Adam Maddison! This is an amateur mixed martial arts contest with standing headshots over 3 2-minute rounds.
No elbows or knees to the head at all, no elbows to the body, but knees to the body are allowed. No headshots at all on the ground.
Okay, guys, and here we go. Joe Trett from BST Northampton in the blue corner versus Adam Maddison Ward from our Norwich's own Black Belt Academy. And I really would like to see some explosive takedowns from Joe Trett from BST, the young 18-year-old on a 2-win fight streak. This guy, he has got a bright future in MMA in front of him.
And for our first amateur contest of the night with standing headshots as well, Tomek. So not a traditional amateur mixed martial arts contest here.
Not quite, no. But as we say that, Adam manages to drag it to the fight to the ground there, and a crazy scramble ensures. But Joe Trett coming up on top, and he's got his opponent's back there with both hooks in, which is a very dangerous position for Adam Ward. And I can't quite see from his position whether he's got the choke sunk in, but...
No, not quite clear from where we are, but as you were saying, Joe Trett definitely on his way up in the world of in the MMA spectrum. Adam Maddison Ward still relatively new to the sport, but seemingly a good match here, size and height-wise.
It certainly is. I mean, both guys young, but BST Northampton, a very respectable gym. And you can just see that Joe is all over the Norwich fighter here. He's got very good control. He's going for some little body shots there, trying to soften him up, trying to expose his chin so he can sink in that rear naked choke.
Certainly is, and it's quite nice to see a little bit of thought going into an amateur mixed martial arts contest. Quite often, these guys blinded by the lights in their early days of their MMA career, but it's nice to see Joe Trett stopping, thinking, and actually planning this fight how he wants it to go.
Yeah, he definitely is, and I mean, as we say that, he went for an accidental headshot there and he acknowledged it, but it now looks he's threatening with that rear naked choke, and Adam actually doing a really good job of defending, but Joe has now put on what's called a body triangle, and this position is going to be restricting Adam's breathing, and it's going to be very difficult for him to escape and get the Northampton fighter off of his back.
It looks like round one may be a bit of a loss for Adam Maddison Ward. What does he need to do differently in round number 2, Tomek?
Well, I think he has to stay away from the ground game and trying to keep it standing and get some kind of a combination going, because this BST guy, he is just on fire. Okay, round number 3. Let's see if Adam trying to keep it standing. But as we say that, Joe coming up with some beautiful combinations.
Yeah, here in round number 2, it looks like Adam Maddison Ward has had a little bit of a talk from his corner, and they've told him, you've got to keep this up.
They have, but as we say that, Adam goes for the takedown, but actually Joe is cranking on a submission, what's called an arm-in guillotine, and Adam manages to pop out of it. He's now safe. And Joe is... well, he should really try to recover guard from his position. It's a little bit awkward because he's up against the fence and he's in half guard, but he's oh my goodness, Adam has just passed into side control, and this is a horrible position for Joe to be in.
Yeah, it looks like Adam Maddison Ward currently on the bottom of this, not in the best of ways at the moment. Joe is definitely pushing the pace of this fight thus far.
Yeah, he is. He's done a really good job here of staying in control. And I would really like to see him open up some ground and pound here. And as he goes for mount, he's looking to step over, and he's now got full mount control. And I would like to see him go for some kind of a submission finish here. Yeah, dangerous in mount. And as we said, ladies and gentlemen, standing headshots only. So no ground and pound here in amateur MMA. However, no ground and pound to the head. However, body shots are allowed, and definitely Adam Maddison Ward is vulnerable to submission from this situation, isn't he? Yeah, he certainly is. I mean, he tried to go for a sweep there, but Joe was sort of wise to it, and both guys managed to scramble back up to their feet. And let's see if they break here and continue. Oh my goodness, a beautiful throw there from the BBA fighter, but Joe in the scramble goes straight into mount, showing some really good cerebral awareness of the ground game. And this is the kind of thing that we come to expect from the BST guys.
Yeah, nice and composed in the cage all the time. Adam Maddison Ward, just a little shout out to his wrestling coach Graham Yates there with that old-fashioned suplex or old-fashioned slam. I'm sure Graham will appreciate that. A good round, better round for Adam Maddison Ward there, but you've still got to feel Joe Trett's in control.
And let's see if he's got the cardio here, and let's see if Joe can get a third round on top.
It looks, just comparing these two fighters thus far in this fight, Tommy, it looks like Adam Maddison Ward a little bit stiffer when it comes to his movement. When it's done, Joe Trett just that little bit more fluid, just able to move easier from position to position. Yeah, definitely, I do agree with you. And as we say that, there was a bit of an awkward situation, but now in a scramble, Adam seems to be the dominant one. He's on top. No ground and pound to the head, lad. Yeah, I was going to say just that sneaky shot in there. I think Adam Maddison Ward quite lucky that referee Dan overhead he didn't see that one. Yeah, it certainly was, but Adam in really good control here, and he's passing the guard of Joe Trett. As he's going for a footlock here, he's going for a straight ankle lock, but I think Joe is wise to, and he scrambles out of it, and now is on top himself. And I would really like to see what he does from this position. Firmly inside control is Joe Trett at the moment. He certainly is. He's got really good positional control, and it was that moment right there that possibly could have lost the fight for Adam. But as we say that, Adam has managed to regain a half guard and is now going for a sweep of his own. But I think Joe's going to be wise to it. No, he does manage to pull off the sweep, and will he manage to get the scramble as well? Come out on top. Good transition there for Adam Maddison Ward, but once again Trett wise to it, just stuffing him. Yeah, he definitely was. Both guys back up to their feet now. Let's see if they carry on. A beautiful leg kick from Adam there. I would like to see a few more of those. He's having some success with those. Then again, this is what he should be doing. But Joe looking quite wary. Beautiful jab from him there. Yeah, again, it's kind of across the board. Mentioned it earlier in this round, but even when it comes to the stand-up, Maddison Ward just not quite as slick as Trett as yet. But again, Trett moving fluidly around the cage, staying mobile, and really taking his time. But Adam Maddison Ward coming forward with a few slugging shots of his own. Certainly is, but you have to look at it from the judge's perspective. Look, once again, Joe Trett on top in the final seconds of the round. This is his fight. That was the last round.
Ladies and gentlemen, first off, a massive round of applause for both these young fighters, please. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a unanimous decision. Introducing your winner, fighting out of the red corner, Joe Trett.